Let's make your business cook. Independent chefs who want to build and scale their personal and private chef business and call their own shots? Subscribe here for tips, hacks, and tactics to get clients, money, and freedom. So before we begin, like and subscribe below.
It's your first day of third grade. Remember it? And you enter the classroom and you see those rows of clean desks and the chalkboard where the teacher will stand and the drinking fountain and where the supplies are for art and the books on the shelf and everything that you're going to need for a great new year. And all you need to do is decide where you're going to sit. Well, think about how you chose back when you had a choice. I know nowadays they just put names on the desks. But back in the day, we all scrambled to get our seats and we wanted to pick the best spot. And you might have picked your best spot based on whether or not you wanted to be close to the teacher or close to the board or close to a friend or away from a particular person or close to a particular spot in the room. And so I want to ask you why you chose that spot. And maybe you wanted to be close to the chalkboard because you didn't have glasses and you couldn't see as well, or because you always wanted to be called on, or you picked a spot because you never wanted to be called on, or you picked a spot where you could be next to your best friend, or next to somebody you wanted to have be your best friend, or you wanted to be as far away from the bully that you didn't want to be near. There's a lot of reasons that we pick why we're positioning. And in Business Chef, you're doing that every day. And the way that you position yourself will determine whether or not you are aligned with people who are going to bring you clients or whether or not you're going to have to spend all your time and energy chasing them. So I want to talk to you today about how you can get the best flow of ideal clients coming your way with as little work as possible. Would you like to know how to do that? Well, I'm Holly, and as you know, I'm from Make Your Business Cook, and I help chefs who are struggling to start and grow their private chef business. And if you're positioning yourself and aligning yourself in business, that means you know who your influencers are and you know who your sales audience is. So the first thing that you need to really have established so clearly isn't what you cook, but who it is that you serve. And you can't just say, well, I serve everyone. I do every event. I do corporate events. I do small parties. I do drop-offs. I do catering. I do weddings. I do business lunches. I do takeout. I do drop-off. I do, it goes on and on and on. Chef, the riches are in the niches. And that means you got a really small area where you specialize. I've talked to chefs about this a lot. If you can specialize in helping athletes reach peak performance through nutrition, there are a lot of athletes in your town who are ready to pay you what you're worth. And they will tell other athletes about you. If you help wealthy retirees start and stick to specialty diets like Whole30, Paleo, that sort of thing. There are people who will have success stories that then will tell other people. They'll just be your walking billboard, right? So the deal is that if you're trying to find leads, or if you're thinking, oh my gosh, where am I going to find leads? Where am I going to find my business? You're going about it all wrong, because clients will show up as a byproduct of you being positioned in the right place to begin with. And that means knowing who the people are that can help you with your business and who you can help with their business. And that means switching all of your thinking, chef, from how do I get people to give me what I want to how can I align myself with other people who are doing things similar to what I'm doing, or doing things with the clients who I want to reach so that we can both lift one another up. All right. That's called being let me just scratch that. Let me just collect my thoughts there. What I want you to do is to be able to fill your calendar with ideal paying clients and have that calendar filled by people coming to you, not you going out to them. Now, everyone knows that you've got to find 10 clients, and that to do that, you've got to reach out again and again and again to more clients. But the truth is, if you could reach out to one client who could bring you 10 customers, that would be 10% of the work that most of you are doing right now. So instead of trying to find 10 clients who will use you once, then finding 10 clients who will use you once, again and again and again, how about if you find just 3 people that you can have a relationship with, where you can lift and support one another so consistently that they're telling their 10 clients about you on a consistent basis. And let me just show you what that impact looks like. I'm going to do a little screen share for you. And I think I can do that. Good. Okay, super. So this is what it looks like. There's 3 levels. We're going to start at the bottom here, and there's no judgment going on. But if your position is, hey, I'm the best kept secret and I'm invisible and people are tripping over me at best, like barely noticing me, then there's no harm, there's no shame at being where you are now. What we need to do is change that and uplift that. But the action that's happening is that you're desperate to sell, and you're feeling like every time you reach somebody that you're doing a soft shoe dance, like, okay, I can do this, and oh, I can also do this, and do you want me? Do you like me? Will you hire me? And that sort of desperate selling isn't going to get you anywhere, because you're surrounded by, and the result will be a lot of people who aren't really your ideal clients anyway. And that's really a difficult position to be in, and it'll wear you out. I'm going to sneeze. Okay, so the next position up from that, where you're really thinking about who's your ideal client, who do you want to serve, who's around those people that are your ideal clients, is like, oh yeah, I'm sort of hanging out in those circles now. I'm sort of getting noticed. I'm on the edges of that group. People sort of know about me. Then the action that's happening is that you're gathering contacts, you're gathering prospects. And the result of that is that people are shopping, but they may not always be buying. And they may also be price comparing. And then that puts you in a position where you're racing to the bottom against your competition and lowering your prices. So that's really not an ideal place to be either. You want to lift the value of your services by specializing more and putting yourself in a position amongst your influencers and your appropriate sales audience. And that means changing your position. So let's go up to that 3-star position here. And that's here on the screen, where you're being of service to and lifting others. And I'm going to give you 3 examples, okay? And the action that's taking place then, when you are at networking events, if you're sending out recipes to realtors that they can put in their newsletters, if you are calling concierge departments that are front desks for homeowners clubs or golf clubs, where not the clubs themselves, the clubhouses, where people who are golfing and the golf pros are there, and you're dropping by and giving them cookies and dropping off snacks and getting to know the golf pros. Those golf pros at 3 o'clock, when they're out on the green, teaching their customers who are taking privates, they're telling those people about you. So if you're helping and positioning with other businesses who are serving your ideal clients, those people become your influencers. And those businesses are then calling you out, saying, hey, have you heard about Hey Chef in Lake Tahoe? Oh yeah, they do a great job serving clients just like you. You should give them a call. And they're giving handoffs like, hey, here's their card, you should call them. And the result of that is that customers who have real quality interest and are committed buyers are simply calling you up saying, what's the day? Are you available? We need to book you. The Wolfgang Puck, you can say what you want about his restaurants that are in airports now, right? The Wolfgang Puck Express, but they're his recipes, his name on it, so it's great. But when people are calling him, he's not calling people asking for clients anymore. People are calling him saying, what date do you have available, Wolfgang? I'm willing to pay you your $50,000 appearance fee or whatever it is. I don't know how much it is. And they're asking what date he has available. Because even though he's not doing all the cooking, he's overseeing the kitchen and the people who are doing the cooking. They want him present because of what he brings to the event. And they're planning their event date around his availability. That's how powerful it is to be in a position where you're lifting others and being of service to others. And that can be helping in any number of ways. That doesn't always mean cooking for free, chef. It does not always mean cooking for free. So here's some examples. One is a client, one's a realtor, and one's an event. And then we're going to finish this up. A lot of chefs think, well, I've got to cook for free because everyone calls me and asks me, will I cook for free and then I'll get exposure? Watch some of my other videos about this because the exposure you should get is far more than standing there cooking. You should be getting email blasts, newsletters, mailing lists, all kinds of things from people who are asking you to do a service for them. And that should be a shared partnership, not just a, hey, can you do food so we can pull this event off with your labor and your sweat and you know, the pain of your back, right, chef? So let me give you an example. Every year we participate in an event here in town. On my local company is called Hey Chef. We participate in Best of Tahoe Chefs. Best of Tahoe Chefs is an invitational event. 40 chefs are a part of it. They're not our competition. They are our colleagues. We're not afraid, oh my gosh, you know, what will happen if other clients know about them? We want to be in that circle. We want to be in the circle of, and look at the positioning. I'm being of service to and lifting others. We are in the position of 40 other chefs. And there are 400 people, excuse me, there are 400 people dining at this event called Best of Tahoe Chefs, where we 40 chefs are grouping together and serving a menu to 100 guests, and another group of chefs a menu to 100 guests. It's this wonderful contest. There's a live auction. Everybody's giving away dinners in their homes. 40 chefs in our area. I'm one business in our area, right? And we participate because the 400 people at that event are our ideal clients. And because we're on the tables where the silent auctions happen. We're in the back in the kitchen where all the other chefs are and our staff are and our future staff are. We're up on stage getting our pictures taken. Our slide is showing with our name and our business contact information. We're in the live auction where people are hearing our name, hearing a description of our services. And those people have bought tickets to come to that event that range between $200 and $500. And they're all prepared to get out their checkbook that night and write donations to the cancer center programs of Tahoe Forest Hospital in the tune of $1,500 to $10,000 up to $50,000 that night. Those are our ideal clients. That's the only event, chef, that we volunteer and give our services for free, because the ramp up for that has photos of us, we're in the catalog, we're on their website. We get so much more out of being a part of and being in that community and being associated with that name, Best of Tahoe Chefs, the cause, helping the Cancer Center program, and being around that audience. So that's the one event that we do each year. Yes, we do other auction items, silent auction, gifts, gift baskets, things like that. I can talk to you about that at another time, but we do not give away our time for free for events for exposure. So the next thing I want to tell you about is a realtor. One of our influencers that gets us around our ideal clients. Her name is Allison. She's a realtor in our area. You can look up best-selling realtor in Lake Tahoe. You'll find her name. And Allison really knows who's who in town. And it's her business to know that, because clients come to her because they count on her to show me the home I'm going to want to be in, show me the clubhouse I'm going to want to be a part of, show me where I'm supposed to dock my boat each year, show me the best a way to get a mooring for the summer. Show me who are the best chefs in the area. Show me what the best restaurants are. Show me how you're connected to a dog sitter and a housekeeper. And like, that's a realtor's job, is connecting people to their home, not selling homes, connecting them to their community. So she's one of our key influencers. So we're happy to bring cookies to her realtor meeting that they hold each week. We don't do it every week, right? We're happy to provide her articles and recipes for a newsletter that gets sent out to thousands of people because she speaks to our ideal clients. And if we can get an ideal client when they move in, from the first time they move in and celebrate their Christmas, their Hanukkah, their 4th of July, their Labor Day weekend, we can have a customer for life. So she's one of our key influencers. And then it would be remiss if I didn't tell you about Linda. Linda's been our client for 25 years. She literally was our first client. If you're seeing this, thank you, Linda. We can look up in QuickBooks, where we keep our records and we see our invoices, that in the years that we've helped Linda entertain, doing her fundraisers, doing her Christmas dinners, doing her corporate events, doing her thank you to the teachers at the private school where her kids attend. So she rented a cabin and invited teachers up and bought them all lift tickets so that they could all go skiing and have hot chili at lunch and s'mores at night and that sort of thing. She does wonderful thank you gifts for people. She's a real influence in our community. If you ask anybody in town, they will say, oh, I want to have a party. I wish I could do it like Linda, but I can't throw all my parties like Linda. This is a special event. Linda's a client who will say to her friends, oh, you should contact my chef. Oh, you should work with these people. She's a true influencer in her community, in the school that her children attend, in her business community, and in this recreation community where she has a second home and a third home. So it's the clients as well that can speak your name if you are confident about having that conversation with clients and what they can do for you. And that means doing a really good job of being of service and lifting them up as well. So this screen share is just the three, I'm going to stop now. It's the three different layers. Grab a screenshot of it if you want, but these are the three layers of your positioning. You're either invisible and a best kept secret and you're busy trying to sell chicken and you're missing the point, right? Because you're not around people who are buying, who can buy your services and pay you what you're worth. Or you're sort of being noticed and you're around the edges and you're gathering contacts and working really hard. Or you're being of service to and you're lifting others. And then people are calling you out, you're helping them, they're helping you, and customers with quality interest are becoming committed buyers. So that's what I want to show you today. You can build your business with 3 people. You don't have to find 10 new clients 10 times each year so that you have 100 clients. You need to find 3 people who are really well positioned, who know who your audience is. And that means you need to know who your audience is too. So that then you can have that relationship with those 3 people and they can bring those clients to you. And that's a really valuable relationship to have. I hope this has been helpful to you, Chef. If you're interested in more information, make sure that you're following, liking, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and tune in each week when I go live with these free training tips. And above all else, Chef, please work safely. Okay, bye.